Hi, welcome back. I'm Jason Sterling. It's the Carnival Vista New Year's Eve Cruise 2021 to 2022 for my son and I. We had a little bit of a rough start getting on board, but it's New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Eve this episode. Let's start the fun. Okay, despite a little bit of a rough boarding, we all had a rough boarding. It was weather related, so we all had a rough boarding for this cruise. But once we got on board, it was New Year's Eve. It was time to have some fun. We got our luggage pretty quickly, got into our room fairly quickly, got changed for New Year's Eve. Now, here's my biggest regret. My biggest regret for this New Year's Eve. I didn't really get enough pictures of my son and I for New Year's Eve. Now we did, you'll see here, we did some boarding pictures. I took a shot of him in the lobby by our room. I did a selfie of myself in the room, showing what I was wearing for New Year's Eve. And he and I had done a picture together, at a Carnival setup, a Carnival picture station, where you can have photos taken. It didn't turn out very well, so I didn't end up buying it. Now I wish I had, because then when I went through all my pictures, we really hadn't taken pictures of each other on New Year's Eve. Just the couple that you see here. So that's my biggest regret. But I was wearing yellow suspenders, which glowed and they lit up in the dark. They lit up. You can't really tell they're lit up, in a room inside, but outdoors, yeah, they glowed kind of yellow. No pictures of it. Didn't get them. I did get some video of the New Year's Eve celebration coming up here in a little bit. But before the celebration, we had dinner. And dinner was excellent. It was a really good menu. I'll put up some pictures of the menu now, in fact. Let me grab them here. We'll take a look at some of the pictures of the menu here. And I had the smoked duck and fig, very, very good as an appetizer. And the dressed watermelon and cucumber salad, also just excellent. My son had shrimp cocktail, which you've probably seen a million times. Pictures of from Carnival, but he had the shrimp cocktail. And I also had the, what do they call it here? The cherry glazed brick chicken. Very good. Very, very good. He had the pappardella. I'm mangling the pronunciation of that, but you can see it there under vegetarian. He's not a vegetarian, but tonight he had a vegetarian entree. And it was a pasta-based entree. Very, very good. Now, for dessert, I don't think he had anything, as I recall. And I don't have a picture of our dessert. We had eaten a little something before that, because when we first got on the ship, we were really pretty hungry. And then we went and had dinner after that. So he ended up skipping dessert. I had the almond cream, cranberry, and blueberry compote, which I will put right here. I'll put the menu here. You can see it on the menu. I don't have a picture of it. Neither he nor I took a picture of it. Let me tell you, it was a rough start. Maybe we were just too tired to remember it. It was good, though. If you see it on the menu, it was really good. The smoked duck and fig is always excellent. I've had that before. So good. And the watermelon and cucumber salad, I've not had that before, but it was also excellent. Very, very good. Great meal. Great start to New Year's Eve. We were really starting to feel it. We're starting to feel it by this point. We're getting over the fact that we got on so late. We're getting over the fact that there was fog all day. And really settling into New Year's Eve. It's the last day of the year, and there's a big party up on deck. Now, of course, we had up on deck with everybody else. Not everybody else. I think there were some smaller parties going on. There was not a party in the lobby. A lot of times they have a big lobby party with a balloon drop. Because of COVID, they did not have that. Completely understandable. I get it. Okay, fine. I was really going to do the deck party anyway. They do a big countdown, on the screen up there on deck. They give out, now you'll see I'll play some video here of kind of the countdowns and stuff. It's kind of panning the crowd. They gave out free champagne kind of close to midnight. Several big trays of it circulating around. I had a couple of glasses myself. It's free. It's not really free. This cruise costs a little more than a typical cruise. Now, I'm sure that plays into it, free champagne, but it was great. It was a lot of fun. Big crowd, as you can see, like always. Carnival line dancing, a lot of Carnival line dancing going on. It's kind of like is that the hallmark of every cruise? I haven't been on any other cruise lines. It's the hallmark of Carnival Cruise Line. If you don't know how to line dance, and I don't know how to line dance. So I'm kind of left out, right? We're kind of left out, but Line dancing, definitely the hallmark of a Carnival cruise. A lot of line dancing. And then the big countdown, and, some confetti went off, and that was that. It was New Year's Eve. It was a great celebration. It ended quickly. Now, I've commented before how early Carnival goes to bed in this day and age. Carnival shuts down a lot earlier than they used to. And the Carnival Capers thing, the list of events, it showed like all of the post parties for New Year's Eve, like open late, open till late, party as long as you want, da 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 da. So I'm really looking forward to it, right? And about 12:45 or so, my son goes back to the room. I kind of go back to the room with him, and he gets into bed, and he's going to read a little bit. He's going to hang out. Great. And I'm like, I'm gonna go check out this after party in the nightclub. I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to see the sunrise. I'm going to go and find a whole bunch of empty venues. I went to the nightclub, which is the Liquid Lounge on the front of the ship, the kind of show lounge. There was nobody. It was already closed. Okay, this is maybe 12:50, okay, or something like that. Maybe not quite. Maybe about 1 o'clock. Maybe about 1 o'clock is when I was kind of walking around. I have a picture out on deck that is like a 12:55. And I think I started there, and there wasn't very many people. And I thought, well, they're all in the nightclub. So I'm going to go to the nightclub because we were up by the deck. We're on deck 11. So I went out kind of to the pool area first. I got to the Liquid Lounge, and I'm passing just empty venue after empty venue. Get to the Liquid Lounge. It's about 1 o'clock to 1:15. Empty. And I mean empty as in closed. I mean, the bar is closed. Not just empty, not just winding down, done. Bar is closed. Everybody's gone. No music, no sound. So I think, okay, well, the bar was still open on deck. I'll run up to deck real quick. Maybe I'll grab a nightcap and, a drink to finish the night with. I get back up to the deck, and it's probably about 1:15 at that point by the time I get back up to Lido. And it's closed. I walk up. Now, there are a few stragglers still at the table there. No, the bartenders, though, are wiping everything down. They're like, we're closed. So by 1:15, New Year's Eve was over. And the big celebration is over. Okay, fine. There were a lot of families on board that probably played into it. Like myself, I was with my son. So I went back to the room and turned in for the night, and it was fine. Next day was big sea day. Next day was big day at sea, starting to warm up a little bit. Not too warm, more spring-like, than summer. Happy New Year, everybody. Here I am. First day of the year. Somehow I survived New Year's Eve. Actually, I was really good last night. I didn't drink hardly anything. And here I am on the first day of the year doing the first thing that I love most, which is just being outside on the water, outside on the ocean. I'm on my balcony actually right now, not up on deck or anything. On a balcony this time, of course. Last cruise on the Breeze, I was outside on the deck a lot more because I was on an inside room. So in order to get outside, I had to literally go outside. But this is a spa balcony room, so I have a balcony here. On the 11th floor, a great view out to the ocean, as you can see there. Let me just turn it. Oh, so beautiful, so excellent. My favorite part. I have allergies terribly, and as soon as we hit international waters, they just evaporate. It's one thing I think why I love cruising so much when I like being out on the water is because it's like the only place in the world I feel like I'm free and can breathe like a normal person again. Actually, the tropics aren't too bad. I guess I'm not as allergic to tropical vegetation, and really what I'm allergic to is dust and like cedar. Texas cedar is really bad on my allergies, so the tropic vegetation is not that bad. I'm ready. My son is getting ready. We're getting ready to go to IMAX Theater here on the Vista. Vista has a full IMAX theater, and we're going to get to see Spider-Man and Matrix on this cruise. They usually have first-run movies running in there, and so luckily we missed Spider-Man so far at home, and I was telling my son, hopefully, fingers crossed, it would be here on the ship, and it is here on the ship, so we're thrilled. We're going to see that. And we're going to go see The Matrix later. And we might even catch another one. I might catch one of the sort of nature ones. They have one about pandas I thought looked really cool. They also have a thrill theater, which is kind of like a 4D, movement, amusement park ride type theater. We might also check that out at some point. I thought we might get in a game of miniature golf before the movie. I don't think we're going to. I think we're running out of time, and I'm running out of time. So Happy New Year again, first day of the year. Talk to you later. And I get up, I go to the spa. It's my big thing. I'm totally into the spa now. And the thermal suite's pretty nice there. I kind of went over a little bit of the disappointment of the amenities with the spa balcony room, which I do still love the room. Went over that last video. Still a good room. Didn't really live up to the hype of the marketing, on Carnival.com. But I went to the thermal suite. It's nice. It is not, I'm going to say this is not as good as the Breeze. Breeze has an excellent thermal suite. They have a true large thalassotherapy pool, independent, okay, of what you can see here, the room with the loungers, which is good because the room with the loungers is supposed to be more of a relaxation, right? You're gonna lay on these warm tile loungers, watch the sea go by. That's disrupted quite a bit by the sound of the whirlpool. Plus, when people are in the whirlpool, they're more apt to be talking to each other, So it was very loud with that. Now, I still had a great time in the whirlpool. It's a great place to hang out. There's no kids in that area, so if you want to get away from kids, or you don't want the kids turning the whirlpool into a swimming pool, that's a great place to go. But yeah, it was a lot noisier than on the Breeze and not as large as on the Breeze. Breeze has a really large thermal suite area. This is the only steam room with windows. Again, on the Breeze, you had a very long steam room, a large bank of windows looking out to the ocean. And you had 2 steam rooms like that. On the Vista, just one. And kind of narrow with the windows at the end. Now, I still like the steam room, and I still had a good time in the spa on the Vista. I still hung out there several times in that thermal suite. It's a great place to kind of, when I get up in the morning, I don't want to call it detox, but kind of detox in the morning, get in that whirlpool, go get in the whirlpool, kind of get the blood flowing, get the brain waking up, go into the steam room, sweat out whatever's left from the night before, lay on a nice lounger, kind of relax, kind of get your head right with the world. You got some showers there too. So yes, you can shower off in between the steam room and the lounger and the whirlpool and stuff like that. So I got some showers there, shower it off. And I swear to God, it wakes me up, gets me going for the day. I do love it. So I did still like it. It's not as good as the Breeze. Breeze takes the prize on that, but it's still a pretty good thermal suite there on the Vista. I think most people will like it. The spa as a whole is also nice. I mean, you've got the typical sort of what they call relaxation area, kind of a place with some couches, some, lemon water, orange water, that sort of thing going on there, which is really quite good. They have those waters a lot outside the ship in port, when you're coming back from port, stop and grab a glass. It's really quite good. The facilities looked really nice for the spa. I didn't do any sort of facials or massages this time, but it did look like nice facilities. And one thing that was also different from the Breeze was on the Breeze, there's an elevator. Okay, there's an elevator from the spa room areas up through the spa, the gym, all the way up to the Serenity deck, right, which is the adults only deck. So on the Breeze, and the stairs went up all the way to the Serenity deck outside. So you could walk from your room outside to that deck using the sort of like spa room area access, the stairs and the elevator. Vista does not have an elevator from that area. Now, there is back in the main elevator lobby. The main elevator lobby, there's an elevator that goes up to Spa and up to Serenity. But there's stairs back for the spa room area, no elevator. So you can take the stairs up. But the stairs don't go all the way to Serenity. They only go up through the spa itself. They don't continue up to the top outdoor deck. So then you have to kind of either cut through sort of the salon area or the spa area to get to the elevator lobby area. Or you can kind of detour out on deck 14 into the room hallway and then go down to the elevator lobby and the normal stair area to go up to deck 14. So it was a little clunky. The layout's a little clunky. I did not like that layout as much as on the Breeze. I mean, it was fine. But with me, and I mentioned this in the last video, I like to go from the thermal suite up to the deck, maybe grab a drink, go back down, right? So that was a little disrupted. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. It was like, it really wasn't. I would stay in the spa rooms again on the Vista, and I would use the spa again on the Vista. It's nice. It is nice. So that was it in a nutshell. It's a nice place, nice setup, different from the Breeze. That was my only other frame of reference is the Breeze, so it's different from the Breeze. Still nice. The great thing about the adults only area, the Serenity area up on deck 15 there, is not only do they have a bar, but they have like a salad kind of sandwich counter and wrap counter. I never used it because I was with my son. So when I was eating lunch, typically, I'm going to be eating lunch with him. Yeah, I mean, because we're on the cruise together. So I never used it because it's in the adults only area, and they mean that even when it comes to that little lunch counter. That's adults only. So, but they do have a salad sort of wrap sandwich type area there if you want to check that out. Otherwise, it's a nice area. Serenity's a nice deck, clamshells and hot tubs and stuff like that for adults only. I'll throw a few pictures in here. And that was it. That was the start of our voyage. We had a great sea day. We did some miniature golf. We played some pool. We went to the IMAX theater, which I'll tackle the IMAX coming up in a future video, and a lot of outdoor activities we did. We did do all the normal outdoor activities for a sea day. But coming up next time we're going to be in Cozumel on day 3. And we'll be in Cozumel. We didn't do a whole lot in Cozumel, but we're going to go over the food on the Carnival Vista. We did New Year's Eve tonight, but we're going to do all of the food on the Carnival Vista that we had. Formal night. What did we wear on formal night? Stuff like that coming up in the next episode. Episode following that will be Ports of Call following that one. So thank you for watching this time. I hope you'll join me next time for food on the Carnival Vista. We look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching.